Hello, everybody. Welcome to Flagler County Time Traveler. This is Ed Sharkovich. Today we're south of the border at Bulow Creek State Park in Volusia County. You may say, well, why are we not in Flagler County? Because we're still on the Bulow Plantation. You may recall from episodes 1 and 2 of Time Traveler that Charles William Bulow had the biggest plantation in the state of Florida until the Seminole Indians said, we're tired of you being here, and they burned everything to the ground. To our north is the entrance to that park, and it's a beautiful place to visit. Today we are here specifically to see the Fairchild Oak, and that is not it. It is over to the left. So what we're looking at here is the remnant of a branch that over the centuries had grown so big that it landed on the ground and replanted itself. Over the last 10 years or so, it had developed a disease, so it was detached from the original tree, but there it is, the Fairchild Oak. Now you may say that doesn't look that big, but if you take a look at this photo here, it gives you somewhat of the scale. The guy on the right there is about 6 foot tall. So this tree is huge, 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 huge. Back in 1955, this monument was erected talking about the history of the property and the tree. The plaque is a little bit worn. I've inserted a picture in here that you can go ahead and pause the video and take a read of what the history is here. But really, this tree is worth visiting. This is a park worth driving to for sure. Look at that. Just so amazing and majestic. Depending on who you talk to, this tree has been estimated to be between 400 and 600 years old. So if we do the math on that, that places the window for this tree's beginnings back in 1625 to 1425. And inside that window, we have had Pedro Menendez de Aviles come down looking for shipwrecked French sailors in 1565. In that window, we had Patrick Tonin, the governor of East Florida, in 1763, in control of this area. This tree has been alive during things that seem so far away to us. This tree has been around during the Revolutionary War and the War of 1812. Amazing to think about. This tree has been around for the Seminole Wars, First, Second, and Third, and also the American Civil War. This tree was alive for that. This tree has been here for both World War I and World War II. And come to think of it, this tree has been alive during the lifespans of every single United States president that we have ever had. And thinking about it even more, this tree has been alive during the entirety of the history of this country. That makes this tree a witness tree. It has been a witness to hundreds of years of history. This is a great book to pick up about witness trees. So thinking on that, it gives such a great appreciation, and I tell you what, I think I really want to go up and hug this tree. This tree's been around for a really, really long time. If you go behind the tree, the ground kind of slopes down, and there's all kinds of interesting things to see that are lying on the ground as remnants that I'm not really sure what it is, but we'll find out here over time. But looking down, this slopes down to an area of water that is a seepage stream made up of groundwater that just percolates through the ground. From the monument, if you go to the left, you're going to see other really old live oak trees, and each of them has their history. Walking past that, you're going to come up to the sign for one of two walking trails that go through this property. So from this brown sign here, you can head to the right. And again, the trail kind of slopes down, and it is just an amazing piece of property where there's amazing scenery. And this is the real old Florida. Just imagine what this entire property looked like 400 to 600 years ago. Probably very similar to what we're seeing right here. Off to the right, there is a marker sign that talks about exactly how seepage streams form. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, but you can actually hear the gurgling of water taking place as this stream meanders through the property. From the brown trail sign, if you head to the left, you will come across the exit for the trail loop from where we just were. And then moving over toward the left is a very long trail that leads from this property all the way up to the Bulow Plantation Ruins State Park. And it is an amazing walk with all kinds of nature. So history, ecotourism, how are they related? Everything that you see around you is the descendant of an ancestor. Just like you are a descendant, you go out and look at nature, a descendant. So what I want you to do is to go ahead and download the iNaturalist app on your phone. It's a way to record and document what you see. And on there, look for me, Ed Sharkovich, aka Dr. Ed Shark, and you will find my database of over 6,000 things that I've seen. I include histories and also whether or not something is edible with links to what is edible. Don't ever eat anything unless you know for sure what it is or if you are sensitive to it or not. So here are some of the things that I have seen walking around the Fairchild Oak property. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll see my name. That's what you search for in the database. You'll see in the upper right the date and the time that I actually took these pictures. Of course, photos of exactly what it is that I have seen. And then in the bottom left-hand corner is both the common name and the scientific name for each organism. It's a beautiful spot to take a look at and enjoy history and nature. I want to thank you for watching. Again, this is Ed Sharkovich with the Flagler County Historical Society. We are headquartered in Bunnell on State Route 100 across from the historic Flagler County Courthouse. Give us a call, 386-437-0600, or visit us on Facebook and our website. Have a great day.